All right, man. It's day 2 down here in South Florida. You know, first day we fished Okeechobee. We drove all the way from Sarasota to get over this area, fished Okeechobee, got situated at the Airbnb, and today we are out and about. I made the long trek to the only public ramp on the Miami Airport Lakes system down in Miami, right next to the airport. Go figure. It's called Airport Lakes, and the boat ramp is closed. 3-4 years ago I made the same trek and it was closed, so they still have that place shut down, which is upsetting because it was a long drive, and I assumed in 4 years they would have that boat ramp open, but they don't. So the city of Miami, they got me twice, but I won't be fooled again. We're here, little pivot, we're here at the Silver Lakes area, so a little north of that area. And there's a couple community parks with, you know, threatening signage about how you could get arrested if you're not a resident and such. And that's fine, because right across the street from Little Silver Lake is a little strip mall that we're using to drop into Little Silver Lake right here. So suck it, we're getting in here. I was parked over the park and took a gander. There's way across the way, there's a boardwalk. And you know, I always like to walk the bank. New lake, like to walk, just visualize what might be in the water, get a gauge, water clarity, all the aspects to what I might want to throw and do. And sure as hell, man, on some hard boulder spots over in that area, in a big bed of pondweed, there were a couple spots where there were some spawning peacock bass, and I'm talking some big ones, looking like my PB size peacock bass over there. So I got really excited to come over here and fish Little Silver Lake. So I'm pumped, dude. Clear water. I got all the finesse stuff we need to, like, you know, go cast at those large spawning peacock bass. But I also grabbed the old swim bait box out. We got a tiny clash tied on. Nothing would be more dope than to catch a peacock bass on a tiny clash or some other kind of, you know, mid-sized glide. Got a lot of wind, so I'm loving, you know, love a good tiny clash with a lip in, V-tail, just that rolly, flashy action. If we have some active peacock bass, I'm sure they will annihilate that thing, just like the largemouth do. So I'm excited to get in here. I'm gonna stop talking. Let's go fishing. Oh, it looks like there's a fish right there, dude. There we go, there we go. Oh, a largemouth. Oh, our first fish we're on. I thought I got thumped. You can see right here, it's like a boulder, you know, it's probably a limestone lake. It gets really deep really quick. It's got all these like kind of boulders and rock along the shoreline, all these hard bottom spots. So definitely, obviously, areas where bass will be spawning. We got thumped, and I kind of just made the cast out to this deeper little section, and I saw this little shadow. Here, let's drop that guy back in. We got him tongue hooked. There you go, buddy. Hoping it was a peacock, but we'll start our day with a largemouth, dude. I ain't got no hatred for it. Ooh, there we go. There's something. There's something. Same thing in the hard bottom spot. Oh, another little largemouth, dude. Not mad about it. Not mad about it, guy. Just hoping when it comes up and jumps, it has a different coloration. You know, I think our time will come. We're just, all these hard bottom spots, the lakes, it drops off pretty substantially. So these boulders and stuff that you can see, these, like, you know, I assume they're limestone kind of outcroppings where this lake got dug or whatever. I don't know. But just areas where they're going to spawn if they are spawning. There we go. There we go. There's another one. Oh, dang it. Little largemouth. We are creeping in on the spot though. There were a couple peacock bass on a bed over here and a couple over here. So I hate to do it, but we're gonna creep up on them and see what happens. That's hopefully we can break this streak of largemouth. Oh, there's a peacock right underneath me. It just swam underneath me. I don't know where he went. Got it right by the post. There we go. Oh, dude. Come on, get it. Oh, dude, that fish is quick, dude. Oh, damn it, dude. Oh, dude, the female. She like mouthed it and then she let it go. They're so fast. God, dude, this fish is pissed. He just won't pick it up, dude. Dang it. Alright, man. You don't want to be messed with, dude. Too smart. They're just too smart. They ain't gonna be fooled by that. Alright, man, I made it all the way around this lake. Pretty odd that the only place I saw peacock bass, you know, there were 3 spawning pairs in that stretch of, it was like a big, what am I trying to say, pondweed flat. And there were 3 pairs up in there. You know, I messed with all of them. They weren't having it. Pretty intelligent creatures. They're staring at you. Definitely different than largemouth. You know, largemouth bass on bed, you can really at least get them to nip your bait. You know, they'll kind of gently pick it up and spit it off their bed. Totally different strategy with the peacocks, which is interesting. Is, you know, I'm throwing a weightless fluke. If it was kind of floating in the column, they would swim at it really quickly and basically, with the force of swimming by it, push it off the bed. And if it was down on the bed, they'd still do the same thing where they'd swim by it real quick and like waft it up, and then the next one would swim by it and push it off. Pretty interesting. Just a different strategy of how they, you know, excavate unwanted stuff out of their area, you know, just very different than largemouth. But I didn't really have the patience for, you know, maybe a small like soft plastic with a weight so you could really marinate it on the bed and see if you could get one to pick it up with their mouth. But I don't know, man. I thought in the course of fishing I could blind cast around, you know, the swim baits or something and get lucky and come across one. So that wasn't the case. We're moving on to a different spot and hopefully with better luck.